Hello, my name is Cameron A. Bailey Sr. I'm making this video because I want to talk with you about two important things. The first thing is about obstacles. As human beings, we encounter obstacles, setbacks, challenges, there are disappointments, so forth and so on. When these things occur, they distract us and they take attention, effort, and time away from that thing or that goal that we were pursuing. So it's interrupt our pursuit of the goal where we're going is interrupted by the challenge, the obstacle, the setback, disappointment, so forth and so on. And in my experience, I have learned that it interrupts. For example, this is what an obstacle, a setback, an objection, a disappointment, the impact that it has. See, where at one time the video started with your being able to see me, which is like being able to see the goal or in front of you, it becomes obstructed by an obstacle, an objection, setback, or challenge. And I'm not going to go into detail about how, but just that this exists. Not only does this exist, as sometime in the near future, I will be sharing some steps that I have learned that you may be able to apply yourself. I know, I understand. People say that, yeah, but your situation is different than theirs, or my situation is different from theirs. The circumstances are different. There are multiple variables, and yes, that is all true. There is one thing that is common and consistent between me and you and all human beings, and that is the mind. See, the mind works in a certain specific way. And once a person understands how the mind works and the specific or certain way that the mind works, you one is then able to do one is then able to use their mind to overcome the obstacle, to overcome the and get back on back on track, to refocus. And to here's the thing, instead of avoiding the obstacles because then they'll resurface, some things can't be avoided, but it is possible to overcome. And see, when you overcome a thing, it doesn't matter how many times it comes back up because you're still able to overcome it. And not only that, if it reoccurs each time that it comes, the it dissipates. So meaning it's less of an obstacle each time that it comes. Once you overcome it, you're able to overcome it again. Now, the second thing is, as I mentioned earlier when I started this video, that I like to talk about is that if perhaps you're watching this video and you have a following, you have an email list, you have clients, there are people that you serve, you have a tribe, then guess what? Those people identify with you based on not just using the product or service that you're having, but they identify with you on some level. Now, because they identify with you on some level, there is a probability that they have encountered similar obstacles, setbacks, objections, etc., as you have encountered. The only problem is that you've never talked about them and they never talked about them. It's one of those elephants in the room thing. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. So in the instance that you begin sharing some of the obstacles that you have encountered and what you have done to overcome them, and share that with your tribe, that will help them with the obstacles and trials that they are encountering that they're not talking about. You know how you read the book, may have read the book, Think and Grow Rich, and they talk about, and so there's a degree of learning that occurs, I guess you could say, on the subconscious level from reading, in regards to what to do and the things to do. And there are some specific things, but if you're not really paying attention, you may miss them, or just read them like you're reading in a novel. And my point is my point is that you're sharing with your tribe, with your followers, about the obstacles, challenges, setbacks, disappointments that you have encountered in your journey to where you are, to the success with where you are, by sharing what those things are and what you did to overcome them. Sharing those things, that information, with your tribe, with your followers, that will help them. Here's the beautiful thing about the help, is that not only will it help them by helping a person overcome the obstacles, then that means they had the time, attention, and effort that is spent on the obstacle without overcoming it. By overcoming it, there's less time spent on the obstacle, and so then that means there's more time, more effort, more attention, more focus that can be placed on their reaching their goal and in their using their product or service, which basically means you their success with using your product or your service is magnified. So these are the two things that I want to share with you. I'm working on actually going into developing a product, a free webinar that actually teaches how, and then some other courses and lessons that goes more into depth about mindset and the different areas. So there's actually 4 areas of mindset, and I've discovered that there's 8 laws, and so that basically means that it ends up being 32 types of obstacles. And so those are the things I want to share with you. I hope you found this video very helpful, informative, and I look forward to speaking with you again. Thank you. Have a great day now. Bye-bye.